Hey guys, in this video, we are talking about your human design profile. Your profile gives you more insight into your personality and the way that you carry out your different roles in life. So it's going to give you some key pieces of wisdom when it comes to your life's work and how you create fulfillment and live out your purpose here in this lifetime. If you don't yet have your chart, you can find it at whitneycopeland.com/chart and get your free download. Once you have it, take a look below the body graph. There's some writing below the body graph, and you're going to find the word profile, and you're going to see a number that looks like a fraction. That is your profile number. The first number comes from your conscious sun gate, and it's the parts of your personality that you are probably aware of and conscious of. The other number comes from your unconscious sun gate, and it shows you the aspects of your personality that you might not be as aware of, but that other people will definitely see in you and maybe even point out to you. If you have done a lot of spiritual or personal development type work already, you may very well be aware of your unconscious personality traits as well. But as you're listening to the descriptions later in this video, pay close attention to that unconscious sun gate so that you can really bring awareness to that and start noticing it show up in your life. So the next step, if you already have your chart, checked out your profile number, we are going to dive into talking about your specific profile, and then I'm going to break it down line by line so that you have a really good understanding of yourself and your profile as a whole. The 4-6 profile is the Opportunist Role Model. These are very social people who go through their first phase of life from birth to age 30, acting like a line 3. So they're doing a lot of trial and error. After the age of 30 is when they reflect on their life, and based on what they've learned, they can start to help other people. And they are really going to put their best skills to use through their network. So not only are they going to find opportunities in their network, they can also create abundance in their life through sharing their value with their network. So now that we know a tiny bit about the 4-6 profile, let's dive into each of these lines individually. So as you're listening to me describe each of your profile lines, pay specific attention to your unconscious line. As I mentioned earlier, these are the things that you might not yet be aware of about yourself. Other people may notice these characteristics or attributes in you before you do. And if you've done a lot of personal development type work already, you may very well be aware of these things and have already found your strategies and tools to help you really step into the higher frequency of your profile lines, which is where you're going to create that alignment in your life and that prosperity. But I want you to really listen to not only the unconscious profile line, but the conscious as well, through the lens of, am I owning this about myself? Have I really stepped into my role here? Am I really carrying out the essence of these lines? Am I stepping into the strengths? Am I aware of the challenges? So have that open mind as we dive in. We're going to cover your conscious line first, followed by your unconscious line. Okay, let's talk about line 4. You are known as the opportunist. And what that means is you're actually very social. You're good at making friends, making connections, and networking. And that's really where your best and most aligned opportunities come from, is from the people who are in your close-knit network. Whether it's if you're looking for a new house, if you're looking for a job, if you are looking for inspiration, talk to the people who are in your immediate network. So your strength is meeting people and cultivating deep, meaningful relationships. What you need to be aware of is letting anybody in. You don't just want to let anybody into your tight-knit circle, because then you might be led in directions that you don't want to go. So be discerning about who is very close to you, and also be aware if you're holding on to relationships or opportunities for longer than they are serving you. Line fours can be prone to staying in something that isn't necessarily good for them until they end up replacing it. You have this deep need for safety and security, so it's difficult for you to let go of things until you have something else in place. So just be aware of that. Your prosperity finds you when you mingle with the right people, when you have conversations and vocalize your needs with the people that you know, like, and trust. That is how you will find the opportunities that bring you your prosperity. Okay, let's talk about line 6, the role model. So the role model is unique in the sense that they have 3 distinct parts to their life. From birth to the age of 30, the line 6 shows up much like a line 3. So they are trial and erroring in life. They are going out and experiencing things. They are therefore running into some obstacles and challenges. And in the second phase of life, from the age of 30 to 50, they're reflecting on everything they have learned. So they are looking back on what is sometimes called their hero's journey. So what have I been through in my life? What have I learned from it? They're extracting the wisdom. And then from the age of 50 onwards, they become the role model. They are the wise elder, so to speak, here to offer perspective and guidance to those who are younger than them or even older than them, just people who are experiencing challenges that they have already experienced and figured their way out of. So the strength is that you are a very natural and compassionate leader. The compassion comes from the fact that you have experienced a lot and you understand that things happen in life and it's not necessarily somebody's fault. So you can really be compassionate when you are offering guidance and wisdom. Something to be aware of is that when you're younger, you're going to experience more of those challenging times because you're more prone to putting yourself out there and taking risks. And naturally, through doing so, you will come up against different challenges or what you might think of as errors, although there really is no error for you because everything that you go through is something that you extract your wisdom from, and then you can help others. So your key to prosperity as a line 6 is to reflect back on your life, identify the challenges that you have overcome, extract all of the little tidbits of information that you can from those experiences, and then offer that to those who seek it. And that is a key sentence there, offering your wisdom to those who seek it. You don't want to just go out there and start telling people what to do, but there are certainly people out there who want what you have to offer. So putting yourself out there and sharing your story, sharing your journey, bringing people in, gravitating toward you so that you can share like little pieces of wisdom that you've learned through life, that is your key to prosperity. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you found the content valuable, please go ahead and subscribe and continue to explore your human design on this channel. And of course, if you ever have any specific questions or want to dive deeper into your chart in a one-on-one scenario, you can contact me directly through my website.